Hello Year 3s. For our new maths unit this term, we're going to be looking at measuring length. So first of all, we're going to get our brains working with these little length problems. So pause the video and have a look at each of these. The first one asks you which of the measurements describe length. So there's 2 meters, 2 liters, 2 kilograms or 2 centimeters. I'll give you a clue. There's 2 answers for that question. Question 2 asks you to match each length to a sensible estimate. So the height of a giraffe, the size of a ladybird and the length of your thumb. Which one of those 3 measurements matches each of those? The last sentence asks you to complete the statements. 1 meter equals how many centimeters? 1 centimeter equals how many millimeters? So pause the video and have a little think about those. So let's have a look at the answers and see how you got on. So question 1, which of the measurements describe length? So I mentioned there were 2 of them. First one is 2 meters. So we have meter sticks in school and that is the length of a meter. And the other one was 2 centimeters. So the rulers that you use in school are 30 centimeters long. Secondly, we're going to match each of these to a measurement. To the height of a giraffe, which one did you think it was? Yes, it's 5 meters. Remember the length of that meter stick in school. Imagine that a giraffe's going to be taller than one of those, isn't it? Size of a ladybird, 5 millimeters. So millimeters are even smaller than a centimetre and so they're perfect for measuring a ladybird. The length of your thumb must be in centimetres. Perfect, well done. And the last one, these statements are really important for us to remember. They're key facts that we need to remember when we're measuring length. So 1 metre equals 100 centimetres. So one of those metre rulers in school is made up of 100 centimetres. 1 centimetre is 10 millimetres. So 1 centimetre on our normal school rulers is broken down into 10 small equal parts. They're called millimetres. So try and remember those 2 facts. Well done. So this is Annie and she's going to compare lengths to a metre. So here is a table and here is a metre ruler. So is the table longer or shorter than a metre? So yes, it's longer. If we look at these 2 lines, you can see the table's longer than the metre ruler. And now Annie's going to compare the length of a doll's house to 1 metre. So how tall is the doll's house? We can see it's shorter than a metre. And now we're going to have a look at the coloured sections on the metre ruler. It's divided into 10 equal parts. And 100 divided by 10 equals 10. So each of those coloured parts on that metre ruler is 10 centimetres. So remember 1 metre equals 100 centimetres. And here it's broken down. You can see the doll's house is 60 centimetres tall. Next we're going to look at how tall Annie is. Can you see how tall she is? So here is Annie and here is 1 metre, so we can see she's actually taller than a metre this time, but we can see that she's shorter than 2 metres and she's 3 parts, you can see those small lines, above 1 metre. And remember each of those small parts, just like the doll's house problem, is worth 10 centimetres. So that means that Annie is 1 metre and 3 lots of 10 centimetres tall. So Annie is 1 metre and 30 centimetres tall. So she's not 1 metre and 3, she's 1 metre and 30. Remember each of those lines is worth 10 centimetres. So well done if you got that one. Next we're going to look at Ron and Amir and they've been measuring their arm span. So they're stretching their arms out wide and measuring between the tips of their fingers. And this time we're going to look at part of a tape measure. So if you have a tape measure at home, you might want to have a little look at it and this might help you out with problems like this. So this was the measurement of Ron's arm span and we can see that it's bigger than a metre, but it's not yet up to the next 10 centimetres. So on a tape measure you can see the 10 centimetre increments and then it's broken down into each centimetre this time. So this really helps us out. So Ron is 1 metre and 4 centimetres. So remember, this is part of a tape measure. We've not shown the whole thing, so it wouldn't fit onto the video. We've only shown the section where Ron's arm span comes to. So it's more than a metre, 1 metre 4 centimetres. Well done. Amia's arm span is longer than Ron's. So here's Amia's arm span. And his is more than a metre as well, but now it goes past the next 10 centimetres. So Amia's arm span is going to be 1 metre and 10 centimetres and another 3 centimetres. So how long is Amia's arm span? Have a little think. So 1 metre plus another 10 centimetres plus 3 centimetres. So Amir's arm span is 1 metre and 13 centimetres in total. Well, I don't know if you got that. That's a little bit of a tricky one. Next, Ron and Amir have decided to measure the length and width of their classroom. So you might like to have a go at this one at home. You could choose a room in your house and have a little go at measuring it. So here is their classroom, and here's the length, and here is the width. Altogether, these two sides equal 12 metres. So they measure 12 metres in total. So we're going to use a bar model to help represent this problem, because we know that the classroom is twice as long as it is wide. So this fact really helps us when we're drawing a bar model. We're going to work out those lengths. So here is a bar to show our width, and then we know the length is twice as long as the width, so we're going to use 2 bars to show the length. And we know that the width and the length added together is 12 metres. So have a little think, what are we going to have to do to our 12 metres to find out the width and the length? So this is the best thing to do. So take your whole length and width added together, which we know is 12 centimetres, and we're going to divide it by 3, those 3 blocks. So each of those blocks is worth 4 metres. The classroom is 8 centimetres long because it's 2 of those blocks, it's twice as long as the width. And the classroom is 4 metres wide. Well done. So now we want you to have a go at the worksheets for today. There's a mild, medium and spicy. Try and pick a start level that is suitable for you. Most of you should be able to have a go at 2 of the sheets today though. We think you'll be brilliant at this. So if you start with the medium, please try and have a little go at the spicy. We think you'll be able to manage it. Try and challenge yourself. Well done.